We do indeed. So, hello people of the internet. It is I, Solar Dragon here, back with more Fate's Grand Order. I do apologize for being a couple minutes late, but I literally just finished eating dinner, so that's my excuse. So, from what I've been told, there is 20 sections in this Lostbelt, and we are on, like, section 15 or something like that. So we'll be, hopefully, maybe, finishing things off today. I want to check real quick, though, just because I have a weird feeling. Okay, no. William Tell is not in the friend point summon. Just needed to check that. So, with that checked out of the way, there's no new news, so it is time to continue. We're on section 17. Okay, so yeah, we will probably finish things off because 17, 18, 19, 20, unless this is a very long section dialogue-wise, so, you know, that could be the issue. But, without further ado, no more stalling, let's get things going with section 17, the flaw of being there. Wonder what there means in some quotation marks, you know? So you guys... Uh-oh... The Yuga is broken. Interesting. Something wrong, Holmes? No, it's nothing. For a moment it seemed as though there was something off about the surrounding area. Hopefully it's nothing more than a momentary sensor malfunction. So you thought to use people's faith to tear Archer down from his divine throne, huh? Unfortunately it didn't work. I never thought even the false god would be so heartless as to cast away every person who lost their faith in him. I should have known better than to hope for even so much as that from him. Honestly, we're kind of stumped right now. I don't suppose you have any good ideas. You're on the right track. Taking away Arch and his god status is almost certainly the only way we'll be able to beat him. But... I know, damn it. Obviously we can't count on the people of this world to help with that anymore. So then our only choice is to use something else. Assuming we even can, anyway. Is there something else we can use? Damn it, I really didn't want to bring this substance. It's a big ol' all-or-nothing deal, then that pisses me the hell off. If we mess it up, we'll all be dead and gone. And even if it works, it'll still only give us a tiny chance of coming out on top. You still want to hear it? No other choice, so, you know, might as well. Right, please, tell us, Vitaman. Whatever it is, we're ready to hear it. The biggest factor in Archer remaining a god in the control of this world is that he's the one advancing the Yuga cycle. The obvious idea is that anyone is capable of destroying and recreating the world would have to be a god, only reinforces his position as one. So as long as he keeps the Yuga cycle going, he's pretty much a perfect god. Makes sense. I mean, you'd have to be one hell of a god to make the whole damn world. Oh crap, that sort of thinking's part of the problem, isn't it? Damn it! But if we look at it another way, the advantage is also a weakness. If we can divide that world remaking even just a tiny bit, then it won't be a perfect god any longer. I see. Since remaking the world is such a massive undertaking, even the tiniest flaw would have a big impact. Like how a single scratch in a large precious gem makes its value plummet. But how would we actually do that? That's the problem. We can't take the safe or easy way out with something like this. We'd have to face Arch and his world-destroying phantasm head-on. Refuse to disappear and continue our existence as continuous entities. Once we've done that, we'll have proven his fallibility, and really messed with the idea of him as some perfect god. Are you serious? You want us to face that terrifying little phantasm head-on? I thought you were an actual tactician, not an armchair general, you fool. It doesn't matter how plausible something seems if it can't actually be done. Shut up, damn it! You think I don't know that? That's why I'm saying if we could pull it off. So that's the plan. An almost suicidal battle of endurance, where one wrong move means you're gone for good. How about it? Anyone here think they can pull that off? I think Mashu can pull it off. She's done it before. Wow, that was a short section. Or, short arrow, rather. Technically, she's done it. I think back on this world. Where are we viewing this from? Possibly Mash, possibly Rama. Here, anything its god deems useless, defective, or unnecessary gets erased as though it never existed. Could also be our point of view. And yeah, I'm still here. How weird is that? Me, a hopeless unemployed... Oh no, it's Jennico. A hopeless unemployed shut-in who's only good at video games. A divine spirit servant in name only who just happened to end up with a godly power by some freakish twist of fate. There's no way Arjuna would hesitate to write someone like me off as worthless. I should have been the first to go. I'm just a spectator, an uninvited guest who's only here by coincidence. At least, that's what I thought. But you know, even I can't deny that someone knew what I was, and said they needed my help anyway. I can't let the hero who places trusted me down, so... I'll do it, or at least I'll try. How is she gonna pull that off, though? I think back on this world. Hear anything gets goddamn useless, defective, or unnecessary. It gets erased as though it never existed. And that could be more useless or unnecessary than a goddess of bad luck and misfortune. That said, I'm sure this one wish of mine can still be granted, no matter how despicable the role given to me may be, or how defectively unlucky I may have been born. There shouldn't be anything wrong with praying for my family's happiness. No matter what anyone else says about you, I'll always be your friend, kind Shimi. Luck hasn't always been on my side either, like when I failed to defend my country, but that's exactly why I want you to trust me. Okay, so we're seeing everybody's conviction to do this. This time I won't let anything happen to the ones I care about. I'm going to make sure your wish to free Lakshmi from that awful god comes true. That wish may not be anything so large as a country. It's easily small enough to fit in your hand, which is why I'll make sure to hold onto it tightly. I won't let it slip out of my hand for anything. Not for the world and not for its god. I'll do it too, I'm sure I can. So these two. Okay. But even Karna couldn't withstand noble phantasm for long. Don't you think it's too risky? Not gonna lie, if we're gaming this, we like hardcore mode on the nightmare difficulty setting. Not pretty, but it's our only shot. Besides, I think I've got a decent shot at winning. I mean, we're talking about pure endurance, not reflexes, right? If I do a bit of min-maxing, I think you can optimize my build just enough to survive. Not to mention that I've Ganesha seen that noble phantasm a couple times now. Basically, all I've got to do is sit still and keep camping until it's over, right? I can do that sort of thing in my sleep. I know, because I have before, some shall be fine. Just you wait, I'm gonna come up with a foolproof strategy before the game really starts, and show all what a neat is truly capable of. And that's the difference between me and Karna, between me and the true hero who faces adversity head on. Of course, speaking as someone who never asked to be entrusted with all this responsibility, I figure I need to at least live up to it, or I'll never be able to look him in the eye, you know? As for me, I think my purpose lies in protecting others. While I've thus far had to use my noble phantasm to defeat my enemies, it's meant to be used defensively. This seems like a perfect opportunity to do just that. Of course, I'll do my best to tamp down my bad luck and prevent any unfortunate accidents, but if you cannot help but worry, I will understand. I'm sure you would rather remove any uncertain elements when carrying out your... Oh, are you kidding me? I'm pretty much counting on your help out there. Honestly, I was a bit nervous about doing this on my own, but if you're there with me, I think I've got a real shot. And just to make sure, you guys do have a plan for making this happen, right? What, you don't blame me? Well, I guess I can't blame you. Basically, I'll be using my secondary noble phantasm. As I said before, I think I'm applying Lakshmi's power to my true noble phantasm. I see, there are definite risks with that plan, but at least there's a chance it may succeed. Problem? I'll say, how the hell did you actually come up with a plan to pull this off? No, I've got to explain the rest, damn it. Is there something else we need? Oh, were you really planning on withstanding Arjun's world-remaking cataclysm, like it was just a bad storm? Because you can't. If Arjuna doesn't realize something's not right at first, the jester next to him will. Yes, I'm sure he will. That's why he's there, after all. Then what can we do? If you're gonna evade Arjuna's eye when he looks over the entire world, he'll need to think you belong here. He's gotta take you for granted so much that he'd never even think to question your presence. In other words... Alright, here's the last part of the plan. I'm gonna send you two back in time. Time travel? Eh? Well, I'm curious to see how he does this, admittedly. Also dialogue and then party formation. Uh-oh. His eyes are wide open. He's serial. Is something wrong? It is a trivial matter, but Asfataman has escaped his curse. What? That's more than a little troubling. I expect it won't be long before he rebels against you. Say, I have an idea. Why not try using your master authority to make him destroy himself? That would be trivial, but the Kali Yuga is near, as is the end of the great Kali Yuga. I see. So you prefer not to waste your energy on a single servant, then? Yes, you do have a point, especially given that the current situation. This world is nearing its limit. The reconstruction it underwent during the last Kali Yuga has brought it to its breaking point, and that means the world will reach perfection in the very next cycle. I'm sure you'll need every bit of power you have to bring that about, so it makes perfect sense that you wouldn't want to waste any on him. However, I must remind you that Asfataman is like a demigod and holds the powers of Shiva and Yama within. While he may be no match for you in your absolute divine power, he could still cause trouble for you if you do nothing to stop him from joining with the observatory survivors. Surely you don't wish for anything to go wrong during your momentous great Kali Yuga, do you? Very well. I will send sacred beasts after him. Send every last one that breathes in this land. An excellent idea. I believe that will certainly be for the best. Okay, that's not bad. We can deal with that. You ready yet? If not, hurry up already. We don't have all damn day here. I wish you'd stop getting angry every time you talk to me. That's a little tough for negative types like me to deal with. The hell you just say? Sorry about that. This is just how I am. That doesn't make me feel any better. Well, that's up for us to do now. Start concentrating, although... Sure you want to do this? I was wondering the same thing. I thought you would want to go somewhere a little more Magecraft friendly. Doesn't matter where we do this. Knowing these two are about to travel through time. I still can't quite believe this is happening. Though I suppose it isn't all that dissimilar from ray shifting. I'm afraid I must disagree. Ray shifting is pure engineering built on Spiriton theory. What we are attempting to do here is a once-in-a-lifetime feat that relies on a series of coincidences. Simply put, a miracle. A miracle only made possible by the anomalous nature of this Lostbelt, rather than the regular Earth. And the fact that its inner time and space have grown unstable thanks to Arjuna repeatedly destroying it. Even then, it still requires us to make full use of the power of Shiva, the ruler of time. One might say it is the exploit to end all exploits, needless to say we can only employ it once. Which of course is why I would like to ensure you are all as thoroughly prepared as possible. If Arjuna ever realizes you two aren't completely of this world, it's over. So you've got to become part of it, something no one would ever think to question, like the sun or the sky. And while you're doing that, you'll have to endure his whirlwind cataclysms right up to the present day, when your efforts to prove his fallibility will finally have meaning. That's the only kind of poison that'll weaken him enough for us to defeat him. As much as it pisses me off to say, this is basically a way to curse him. Okay, so I gotta ask, how long do we have to do this? From the point when Arjuna first started ruling the world like this all the way to now. I won't know how long that is until we do it, but I'm guessing it'll be thousands of years, if not longer. Ooh. That's... that's a little... So they have to survive thousands of years without interference. That's something. Oh. Sure about this? Yeah, that's quite the thing. Jeez, what is this, the millionth time you've asked? I keep telling you I'll be fine. I can understand how they feel. I still have my doubts as well. After all, the role you agreed to take on comes with a fair mental burden in mind. My task was simply to provide you with power. You're the one who will be using it to maintain the spell in your noble phantasm. You'll have to stay awake for the entire time without letting your mind rest or retreating into an inorganic state. You're going to have to maintain uninterrupted consciousness for thousands of years. Where's my boy Senku? Senku would have this down pat. So long a time it could even drive a god to madness. Are you absolutely certain you can handle this? Do you even know who you're talking to? I'm a professional shut-in. I'm the queen, no, the empress of needs. Plus, you throw in my mysterious divine powers, I'll students some video games and other goodies, and this will be a cakewalk like a staycation. Hell, this is the perfect time to 100% a few thousand-hour games I've had my eyes on for a while. Senpai, I know Ganesha is treating this lightly, but she must be more worried than she's letting on.
I'm sure she's trying to be brave so as not to worry us.
We are asking a lot of her. Oh, hang on. Reflector might have just crashed there. Yep, reflector crashed. Okay. Thankfully, it's just reflector. Thankfully, it was just reflector that crashed. It's an easy enough fix. Maybe not necessarily quick, but, you know. I need to... Okay, that was actually quick. I didn't have to reiterate anything.
Hey, don't you know any better than whisper out someone right in front of them? Mates are really sensitive, do you know?
Okay, and... that should be good. Yep.
I'm telling you, I'll be fine, really. Besides, us Vataman told us all about some top-secret info, so there shouldn't be any problem keeping our prom.
That was only if you make it back here safely, and if everything else goes well, damn it. Just focus on what you're about to freaking do. Ugh!
And I ask you not to get so angry at me. Actually, I think I know now why it's especially hard for me to get near you. You reek of Ganesha's old man, Shiva. It reminds me of the uncle who always scared me. I should at least learn to use your inside voice.
This won't be an easy job for you either. It'll be like swimming against the current. Oh, you're worried about me, don't we? I'm used to enduring strenuous conditions. Truly, that is the only way we gorillas know how to fight. I know that's why I...
Look, just hurry up and let me know when you're ready. I'm not gonna rush you, but the sooner we do this, the better. Arjun is still my master right now. It wouldn't surprise me at all if he knew I wasn't cursed anymore. And the only thing I'm really concerned about is him trying to... I'm afraid your concern was well-founded. The sacred beasts head your way from all directions.
Holy hell, there's so many of them. Is this all of them? I've never seen this many before.
Now what? Should we try again later, or...
I can't be certain that the situation won't worsen further. We should take care of what we need to before the sacred beasts reach us.
Do you really think we'll have enough time? They're headed there awfully quick.
I'll make sure we have enough time. I have nothing left to hide, so I'll tell everyone what I'm about to do. I'm going to pour all of my magical energy into my noble phantasm. Now that I've made full use of Lakshmi's power, there should be another unavoidable reaction besides bad luck. I'm going to bring that reaction about intentionally. At this point, I should be able to control it somewhat.
Now there's a group of Kali headed your way too.
There it is, I summoned them.
You did what?
Ah, now I get it.
I knew I was forgetting something important. Lakshmi is said to be Kali the demon's second wife.
I don't know about that, nor can I ask her, but I do sense a connection between the Kali and the goddess inside me. Remember when that giant Kali formed and beat you? I think that was the consequences of using my goddess's power in the fight against William Tell. That's why the Kali was so frenzied back then. I form a connection with them whenever I make use of Lakshmi's power. Though I'll admit I didn't realize this myself until after I saw that giant Kali. If only I'd only realized sooner, we might have been able to lessen the damage they did to beat you. Doesn't mean you can control them or give them instructions. I doubt it. The best I can do is point them in a given direction. But I will try and command them to hold back the sacred beasts as best as I can. Come, Ganesha, Aswataman, we have much work to do.
I was hoping for a little time more to, you know, mentally prepare, but I guess that's not happening. Oh man, I really wanted to do this in a more relaxing environment.
We'll just have to play the hand we're dealt with. Listen up, this is a big job even for me. It's gonna take time to focus as much as it pisses me off. I'll be able to move on doing it. Don't worry, a few hundred sacred beasts is nothing for a man of my... Okay then, Rama.
Not to worry, a curse like this just makes for a fair fight. Or so I was hoping, but I'm afraid things may be more dire than I thought. Ganesha and Lakshmi are preparing for their endurance spell, and Tamana is getting ready to send them back in time. The only ones here who can fight are me, settled with the curse, and Mash. Pepe, I don't suppose.
This should be really good without saying, but I'm just a human maid. Shouldn't expect anything more from me than that.
Your dark systems are all green. I won't have any issues using it. That said, we're very, very seriously outnumbered. It'll be difficult to defend against them, let alone drive them away. Ah, Master, look out! You stopped the secret beast attack from up above.
Yay! We're getting Vitch to help.
Absolutely not. I'm only repaying my debt. And don't mistake this for anything other than that. I'll never help humans. I'll never accept them or love them or forgive them. The only thing I will do is repay any debt I may owe. That is the only reason I'm doing this. Though, of course, it just goes without saying that I can't possibly take care of all these beasts myself.
You know that. I'll handle any hostiles that manage to get past Lakshmi's Kali and evade your shots.
There's no need to wipe them all out. We just divine time for... Ugh.
Oh, stop it, Remy. You can't push yourself too hard. Okay, so this is it. Let's try to buy them as much time as we can.
Okay. So, who are our supports? Sadly, no Tamovich. That would have been nice. So we'll take the weakened Rama. While there is a Lancer, it is mainly extras, so I will bring in Melt. Aresh is standby. And let's get this party started. Forty enemies, huh? Endurance battle. And the -4 means it's only debuff resistance. We are operating at full strength. Excellent. Take advantage of the hands we're dealt and deal with the things we have present. That happened so fast, I blinked and I missed it. Okay, I don't know what just happened there, but I will gladly take it. Trying to optimize things. So that was Koyan's work that decimated that wave, essentially. It doesn't happen every time, though, it looks like. That's unfortunate. Okay, this is still fine. I should be able to handle this. Okay. Koyan's support massacring. Again, that went by so fast I missed it. But I like this mechanic. I very much do like this mechanic. Getting some help from even in that method. Okay. Looks like it might be an every other turn sort of thing. I can deal. So given that we know that's the case, let's start getting some buffs in. This is an endurance battle after all, and I did not build for endurance here. Melt virus. And so let me see. Is it gonna trigger? No. So it's random. Good to know. It's not every other turn is random. Or maybe there's some AI behind it and it detects if you're gonna one-shot the wave, it won't do it. Perhaps. Because that would be a waste. Maybe. Maybe, just maybe. Let's see. Human support okay. Beyond cycle support. Massacring humans A. So it was an A-rank skill she's using there. That's good to know, because that means we're probably going to have to face off against that skill later on ourselves, you know? Okay, so it doesn't happen every turn. You can't wipe them all out either. Again, we're getting valuable info here. We will probably Merlin Phantasm here. So, I think... Oh, I didn't have to finish it. I just had to survive. Okay, that works. Oh, we almost got a master mission done by doing that. That would have been nice. Would have been nice. But we'll probably finish that one anyways. I mean, it does make sense. We didn't have to kill them all. We just had to survive, so... probably another wave of them, though, it looks like.
I guess there's only so much we can do, even if it's just to buy time. We're all doing our best, but there's just not enough of us.
Unfortunately, there's nobody else who can help us now, and there's nothing more we can do on our own.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Huh?
Obviously, we can't increase our numbers or anything, but we might still be able to pull this off if we change how we go about it a little.
Yeah, we're giving it all we got, Captain.
No, I don't mean that. See, there's someone here who's still trying to play it off cool even in this situation. A real dummy who has yet to put all their cards on the table. I'm the dummy. It's me. Oh? I wasn't planning to do this in front of all of you and Mashy, Soul. Maybe that's because I'm still technically your prisoner, and I thought I'd be better if I didn't do anything that'd make you more suspicious of me. But now that I think about it, I don't really mind if you know. And if it'll mean we'll make it out of here alive, I don't see any reason to hesitate.
What are you talking about?
Killing. Step in with Jinsokutsu, use Tashinsu to read how it's going to act, and... These things might not be ordinary creatures, but it's not like they keep their brains in their stomachs or have their organs made of diamond, right?
Angle this down a bit.
As long as their bodies follow mostly the same rules as ours, I can apply knowledge I already have and probably manage somehow. From there, all I have to do is destroy their vital organs and they'll die just like any other creature. Well, that's not to say I like doing this sort of thing, it's just awful on my cuticles and it's not even any fun. That said, I can't really say I hate doing it either. I guess that's not great either, huh? I suppose I can't judge Beryl after all, not when I'm doing the same thing as him. Oh, it hurts to see you look so upset, Mashy. Oh well, no going back now, especially now we're still severely outnumbered. Come on, guys, let's keep it up. We don't have time to be slacking off.
So he's a killer. Pepe the Killer. Okay. Pretty much same go as last time. Lancer's up front, so I don't know if that means that there's going to be more Lancer class enemies than not. I certainly hope it doesn't, because that would be very, very annoying, but... I wonder if that just means that he's going to occasionally kill one. Oh! That's what the Lancer means.
I guess that's how things end up. Okay, let's kill them. Hologram Rose.
You gave my quick servant a buster buff, Pepe. It is what it is. That Mahanaga, though, is going to be a dangerous foe if we don't take them down. A very, very dangerous foe. Well, Mount and Peas, I have a bot to ban. Koyan did her thing there, it looks like. No kill like overkill. Wow, thank you, Mahanaga. You gave me another noble phantasm with Melt. How kind of it. How completely and utterly kind of it to do. And I'll use it against it, because it's gonna be a bitch otherwise to kill. It's an awesome looking enemy, though. I will not lie. This sucker looks awesome as heck. Okay. So it should go down the next time Koyan chooses to help. So now we start focusing on everything else. There we go. Koyan's support massacring technique, human strength K. That is the full name of that skill. Alright. And now it's back to the Uchihas. Dun. It looks like Pepe's buff only helped us out for one turn, by the way. Maybe. It didn't last long, is what I'm trying to say here. Dun. So Koyan has those two. There we go. I'm getting the flow of this battle figured out, I think. I'm pretty sure I'm getting the flow of this battle figured out. Cursed Uchiha thing. Okay, Melt Virus. And Hero Creation Melt. Get that evasion up just to be safe. And let's dance. I should have ordered that separately. Had Waver take down the Uchiha and then Melt Buster Blast the last one. That's my bad. That's... Oh well. It's only an endurance battle, so I can't imagine it's got too much more to go. Also, given what we know with regards to this battle, it's probably a good idea not to do Brave Chains that often. Simply for the fact that they could prove useless in the long run. Alright, so we'll go like this. Gets us some quick stars, which are good. So that Garuda's dead, no matter what. I think Merlin... Oh, I was gonna say needs some invincibility, but guess not. Awesome. That's the demonic enemies one done. Ah, the one nog counts as a dragon. Makes sense. Makes sense.
There isn't a single wasted motion in his combat style. Pepe, he's obviously very proficient in it. I've seen other stars like it before. His movements and methodology are straight out of Assassin Emmy and Emmy Alter's playbook.
You've been holding out on us, Pepperoncino.
Well, of course I was. Beautiful people like myself don't need to reveal it all on the first date.
Indeed, I'm not sure what beauty has to do with this, but at any rate, I'm glad to see you can fight.
But of course, true beauty is freedom after all. There's nothing those of us with beautiful bodies can't do. If I told you you had a beautiful body too, Rami, would you hold it against me?
I don't know what you mean by that, but whatever it is, I'm quite certain now is not the time for it.
Oh, you're no fun? But then I guess you're right. We do still have more sacred beasts to deal with. Hang in there, people. Osfadam and the others should be done soon. For now, the dance continues.
You know, he kind of reminds me of a character from a game that I can't really play on Steam, and I haven't really played it in a long, long time. You know, somebody else who doesn't want to fight and is emphasized by their beauty and that kind of stuff, you know?
Oh, we're still not done yet. This is getting really old. There's no end to them. It's as though every sacred beast in the world is coming after us. Foo-foo! We haven't heard any status reports from the border for a while now, either. I can't tell if we're making progress or going in circles. But either way, it doesn't matter. We've just got to keep going what we can. As best we can.
Burn. Burn. I'm gonna burn myself, my anger for fuel. We'll never get Arjuna to drop his guard again. This is our only chance. This world's space-time is coming apart at the seams, thanks to Arjuna breaking and remaking it over and over. But it's that instability that'll let us break the rules and summon someone back in time, even if we only get one shot. First I've got to awaken Mahakala, the manifestation of Shiva inside me that can control time itself. Next I'm gonna need a metric ton of magical energy, and unfortunately I know just where to get it. Since that bastard Arjuna is still my master, I'm not gonna be shy about grabbing up some of that endless magical energy for myself.
That's part of control experiments, Master. If they need more magical energy, it's your job to fork it over. Of course they'll figure out what I'm up to soon enough. That's why we only get one shot at this. Gotta make sure everything's in place before we can mess it up. What's taking you guys so long? Hurry it up already, damn it!
I am a guardian. I protect countries, people, hopes, dreams. That is why I'm here. That is why I exist. As a queen, I may have failed to protect my country, and I may have lacked the skill needed to help my people's rebellion succeed. But I think that's why I was called here, as though I was some sort of hero. I think this world is giving me another chance to get it right. It's challenging me to protect things I couldn't protect before. Very well, challenge accepted. I am Lakshmi Bai, the Rani of Jhansi. To those kind failures, lending me your strength, Lakshmi, the goddess of misfortune, I promise you this. We will not let one more thing be cruel and unjustly taken from us. This time we will protect everything. Nahi, Dongi.
Bright light.
You see this, Karna? In the end, this is what it all comes down to. I'm gonna be true to myself, obstinate pessimism and all. Since there aren't many things I'm good at, I want it to be at least decent at things I'm used to. Once in a very different time and place. You believed in me completely, even though you knew I wasn't special. So now, even though I'm scared, I've got to act like what I'm about to do is no big deal, just like you usually do. Besides, I'm not running away from everything, and this time, I'm waiting for someone to come and get me. Hey, Ganesha, I'm sorry you drew the short straw getting me as a vessel, but you know what you were in for, right? I'm sure hope so, seeing as you picked the world's biggest NEET and all. Ganesha is the god of prosperity, the god of knowledge, and the god of obstacles, especially removing them. And what are obstacles? Obstruction. Things that try to hold us back or stop us from getting what we want, where we need to go. I've always been keenly aware of obstacles. I feel like I've been surrounded by them my whole life. So for me, treating the entire outside world like one giant obstacle is easy as pie. Alright, it's time to gather up that power and solidify it to protect me in my own little world. It's time to make a nice, comfy, neat cage to last me a good long time. A completely impenetrable domain that not even a god could hope to pry open. Ganesha, Vegan Samsara.
Hey, Draconic, welcome to the stream. We're sending them back in time.
Wait, I sense the noble phantasms.
I think that's section 17 at the moment.
Asataman!
Alright, you guys, better hang in there. I'm gonna be mad as shit if you give up before you're done. But hey, don't worry. Sure, you'll be gone a long time, but we'll see you again real soon. Makala Shakti! Spoiling things for me, or spoiling things for yourself? That was loud. That was quite loud in my ears. How far are you in, if you don't mind me asking? Also, you might want to mute. I'll keep reading in just a minute. I just want to know, how deep in are you at the moment? Before I continue. Because I need to drink anyways. So you're right where I am. So you haven't been spoiled for much, if anything. But yeah, if you don't want to hear spoilers, then you might want to mute yourself, but I'm happy to have you bumping up my viewer count, Draconic. I'm happy to have you there. Alright, let's continue this.
They're gone. Gone. Gone.
Are you sure it worked, Asataman?
What are you trying to piss me off? Look up, dummy, and see for yourself. They did it. All we gotta do now is pick our heroes up and congratulate them on a long-ass job well done. Ugh.
Are you alright, Asataman? I thought I stole your curse.
It's not a curse, damn it. It's because I used too much power to mess with time. But don't worry about that now.
Right, I finally understand now, and I know just where we need to pick him up.
There's just one more problem now that Lakshmi's not here. The Kali aren't helping us anymore.
This is way more trouble than I expected. Alright, fine. I'll consider everything around us as an enemy then.
We have to break through!
Right, there's still a huge number of those hostiles, but I know we can get past them. The Arcanax has accumulated some strain, but it still hasn't reached its limit. There should be no issue using it in combat. Moving forward, please make sure to stay right behind me, Master.
You know, while I'm happy Mash can still be with us, I cannot wait for her to break free of the Ortnax's shell. Oh, we get to use Asfataman. I'm gonna use Asfataman. There's Lancers here. You know what? Screw it. Asfataman, come in. We're gonna have some fun with you. This is what he's all about. Since I'm likely not gonna get him for quite a while myself, you know.
Oh, stretch the arms.
Oh, it's not an endurance anymore. Alright, Asfataman. He is a single target archer class servant, significant damage that gets more powerful when your HP is low, and the strength of that increases with overcharge, and he removes debuffs, defensive buffs, from a single enemy. 2 quick, 1 arts, 1 buster deck with a buster noble phantasm, so he's a buster archer, but with some possible good crit star generation. His first skill is Mystic Gem of Mani, level 10, 6 turn cooldowns. That means the total is 8, 7, then 6 for cooldown. Apply invincibility and increase NP charge for yourself for 1 turn of the invincibility. Second skill, Violation of Chivalry, cooldown of 5, so that means a 7, 6, 5. Increase buster effectiveness for 3 turns and decrease target enemy's defense when attacking with your own buster card for 3 times for 5 turns. An interesting skill, not gonna lie. The buster card effectiveness for 3 turns is pretty damn good. And the final skill, Revered Soldier A+, cooldown 5, so that's another 7, 6, 5. Increase quick card effectiveness for 3 turns and crit strength for 3 turns when attacking with your own quick cards. So he's a hybrid quick buster class servant. He has synergies with both Merlin and Scotty. His only downside is that he is a single target boy. And Koyan just slaughtered again. Thank you, Koyan. I'm gonna save Asfataman's Noble Phantasm for the final wave. Since he is NP5, that means he will get up to a full 500%. So even though Vitch said that she would be helping us all the way around, she's only helping us occasionally. Oh, don't kill Asfataman! Asfataman, please don't die. I probably didn't need to use that invincibility on this guy. Yep, so Koyan's attacking again. Wave 1, complete. Wave 2. Another 5 enemies, another Uchiha is here. Let's throw the heal on Asfataman, as well as the evasion. Focus down this Dewan, I think. Is she gonna attack? She does not attack certain stuff. That's sad. Slash sucks, but doesn't really do anything about it. Okay, let's do the illusion. And then let's fight, assuming that we will get Koyan's buff here. Nope. Are you kidding me? Okay, Asfataman, you are not looking too hot here, man. Okay, let's assume the Tama Vitch. Come on, Vitch. Let's go, Vitch. There we go. There's the Vitch's help. Alright. And there goes Asfataman. We didn't get even to use his Noble Phantasm. That's unfortunate. Cursed Uchiha clan. You ruin everything. Then again, maybe I'm the one at fault for assuming that Koyan would handle all my problems for me. No, it's the Uchiha's fault. Totally the Uchiha's fault. Come on, Koyan. Damn it!
やるのだわ。動かない。やるわ。明快な積乱雲。
Oh, thank goodness he targeted Waver. He still had the evasion. Garden of Avalon. There's Koyan. Took you long enough to do another shot.
そこは壁もなく城もなく理想の始まりの空魂のありかを見せようかガーデン・オブ・アバロンそうです
そこ動かない。
Oh, come on. This thing lived?
固く縛るわ。そこ動かない。やるわ。
I think there might be the audio delay happening again. Mahanaga. Hello, Mahanaga. And goodbye, Mahanaga. I have little to no doubt that we will be able to completely and utterly body this thing here. And to be 1000% sure, we're gonna get as much of an overcharge on Aresh as
いい
possible.
度胸ね。気に入ったわ。引っ張らないで。
For a 300% overcharge, Aresh could go blast. Start with Maver, go to Merlin, then Aresh.
黙ってなさい。舌を噛むわよ。
Now, I know the NP's probably not going to do it here, considering Aresh's AoE, its neutral class, and all that stuff, but I still want to see how it does.
お願いネスラム隊よ。冥界の守りを知りなさい。これが私の
Hey, King Hassan's watching. Still a pretty decent hit. Oh, that's a skill this sucker has. Removes all buffs. That's a deadly skill. Good gracious.
固く縛るわ。でもな。
Had that popped on Aresh, then all those buffs would have been pointless. The Mahanaga are deadly foes.
固く縛るわ。
But this is its end. Oh. Thanks, Koyan. You're awesome.
最上に近い勝利だけど戦う前に勝つくらいでないとな
And we get a Genesis egg. We're slowly but steadily building those up. Slowly but steadily. Slow and steady wins the race. And the final part of section 17. Just too many. I felt like I could use my body like normal. Crap's that. You must have finally figured out something was up. Guess that's no surprise since we were messing with the time itself.
What's wrong, Asfataman?
Arjunal's on his way here. Based on how fast Viman is approaching, we don't have much time.
I'm sure we don't, but these things just keep coming no matter how many we kill. So get going to pick them up. At this rate, we won't even be able to get through all these secret beasts in Gali.
Oops, pressed a bit too fast because I was clicking the wrong thing.
It looks like your plan won't work after all. Your idea of making a perfect god fundamentally flawed from the start was so wonderful it made my ears stand on end. But it seems you were just two steps short of seeing it through. We can't break through all these hostiles, and after we come all this way.
Damn it, isn't there anything we can do? Anything? not giving up. We won't back down.
Hey, we arrived in time.
Border, wait, how?
We can talk later. Hurry up and get in already.
Sorry, we couldn't even spare the resources to tell you are on our way at top speed.
Wait, what are you doing in the middle of this Lostbelt anyways? Isn't it dangerous for you to be here? Don't believe me. I told them over and over in no uncertain terms how bad of an idea this was. The zero sails are lifeline. Even if a little damage to the border would make it impossible for us to evade the next cataclysm. Needless to say, we were risking everything to come here, but...
Oh, so many colony and secret beasts up ahead of us. This is the worst escort I've ever had to drive through. Oh, I can't believe they're making me drift in a 12-wheeler. Drifting in a 12-wheeler. Go Gurdolf. Well, what do you know? I actually did it. Surprised? I am too. Go on then. All of you hurry up and strap in. The ride isn't getting any smoother. We don't want you getting hurt if you run into anything. We don't want you getting hurt if we run into anything. If you die, Soul, that's the end of everything. There's no point in keeping the border out of harm's way if there's no one around to drive it. A pit crew certainly can't compete in any car race on their own, after all.
I think you finally started talking to yourself, Chubby. Who cares? You actually pulled it off. I still can't believe we got there in time. I have my doubts about him driving the border manually, but I guess machines really do require an analog touch.
Wait, hang on. Why does it look like he's holding the wheel?
This isn't normal, believe me. See, we were thinking about what we could do to get you guys as fast as possible. And we decided the best way to do that would be to share the load. Monier and I focused on controlling the engine and making sure all the border's power went to keeping it at top speed. And Gordy's job was to focus on the actual driving. I swear I don't even know when he installed the extension system that let us split our jobs like that. I didn't have anything better to do, and I thought it'd be useful.
Get this, Soul. Turns out our director's actually a pretty badass driver.
Well, I couldn't let the detective keep the top score of the simulator highest difficulty course forever. In fact, I finally beat his record just the other day. How do you like them apples? Ha ha ha! While I do prefer on-road, I've driven more than my fair share of off-road as well. As they say, the phoenix shines brightest when their wings are at their worst. Ah, move, get out of the way!
I really... You know... I, again, am really hoping that after the Solomon animated movie, they start animating the Lostbelts, you know? Maybe even the Epic Remnants, because beyond Spartacus's scene and Karna's scene, and there's so many scenes that I really want to see animated, and this is one of them.
His concentration is incredible. He's right between Secret Beast and Bakali alike.
Yeah, that's some good anger you've got there, big guy. I like how you let it loose in your driving, too. He's angry, Director?
You know what? I am, damn it! Not just because we had to sing to keep our hopes on fixing this mess alive. I have my own bones to pick with this world.
Huh?
But since I can't give this world a good slug, I'm taking out my resentment toward it with the border. Perfectly natural for defects and failures to be erased in this world. How dare they say that in front of me? Ever since Gordolf Music was born, I never did anything well enough to get so much as a single gold star. Well, now it's time to show off what a disgraced noble is really made of. Whatever you do, don't undo your seatbelts, and try not to talk unless you want to bite your tongue.
Well, I can't say I saw this coming, but at least now we should be able to meet up with Ganesh and Lakshmi. I just hope we don't run into any more trouble on the way there.
Indeed, I'm seeing a signal in the distant eastern sky. It's Arjuna. We can't let him catch up to us now. Floor it, Da Vinci.
What do you think I'm doing? If you really want to help me go faster, then just leave me to it. Keeping the engine running at full speed without it blowing up in our faces isn't easy as I make it out look, you know.
We can do this. We're racing a god. Racing away from a god. And that is section cleared. We get a quartz and a couple of eggs of truth. The god Sky Boulder. I was wondering if that's where they would be.